Hey, what's up, guys? It's Gerbo here. I just wanted to tell you guys about a little bit of insight I gained while I was doing some research on frame data. So, I had an interaction with my local Bowser player. We were playing in bracket, and we kept going air for air, and his moves kept coming out first. And I was like, dang, Bowser's got to have better frame data than Cloud, right? And people were clowning on me for it. And so I went home and I did what any reasonable person would do, and I made an Excel spreadsheet with all the frame data on it. I actually learned a lot from doing this. It's actually kind of cool. Um, there's three different ways of looking at frame data. Today we're going to be looking mostly at startup, but I think the other two are important. I think a lot of people tend to pigeonhole on like one or maybe two of these. But I think the frame data actually tells you a lot more than you would think. And so you look at these numbers. I mean, startup, really straightforward. It's what frame does the move come out after you push the button. And then you have your end lag and landing lag over here, which is when you whiff the move, how long are you in lag for? And then over here you have your safety on shield, which is your landing lag, and then they subtract the shield stun. That's how it's calculated on the website, ultimateframedata.com. That's why things like Rob Nair after using up B isn't accounted for. It's because all it's doing is taking uh, that shield stun number and subtracting it from the end lag. So the question is, what are these numbers telling you, right? So you look at the averages here. Obviously, overall, Cloud has faster moves. They're safer on shield. I mean, obviously, right? You have like Cloud's aerials. They're dumb. They're big. They're safe. Um, and then over here you have the and lack of the moves. Bowser. This is actually Bowser's best category. And so if you look at the thing here, right? So the difference on average between the moves. So Cloud here, it's an average of 3.2 frames, and then on your end lag, it's an average of 3.8. But then on your safety on shield, it's an average of 8.4 or 8.5, rounding up. So this is telling you that Bowser doesn't want to hit your shield. He wants to overshoot or undershoot because that, statistically speaking, gives him comparatively better frame data closer to Clouds. But when I was looking at this, I was feeling dumb. I was like, what the heck? Like, I know what I was feeling in the game. I know, like, I was watching the interactions happen on my screen. Like, why is it like this? And then I had a little bit of an epiphany. I was like, well, why don't you look at the moves that Bowser does have a frame advantage in? And then it starts to make sense. So you look at this. Bowser has an advantage in fair, bear, side B, up B, and then down B, right? So I'm gonna pull up a picture. Uh, let's see. No, I can't open with that. I gotta paint. I love Microsoft Paint. Okay, so we are going to draw. Here, I can actually have these both open. I'm gonna draw everybody's. Oh shoot! I'm gonna draw everybody's favorite Koopa over here. Big. He's dumb. I hate him. And then I'm gonna draw Mr. Cloudstrife, Mr. Buster Sword. Right? Okay. So if you look at these characters, right, they're standing here, Pokeball range. This is like where most of the game is played, where you apply your safe pressure and you whiff punish, all of that good stuff. So when the characters are standing here in neutral, if you look at the moves you have access to, Bowser actually has the frame advantage. And why is that? So when Cloud jumps to do a forward air, he can't do it rising. He has to fall. So he has to jump and then he has to fall and then do his aerial towards hitting the bottom part of the shield here. Same with back air, same with his other moves. When Bowser does forward air, it covers so much space. A lot of times he can do it rising, and the bottom part of it will still clip Cloud a lot of the times. So Bowser a lot of times doesn't have to worry about that falling aerial aspect of it, especially with Cloud being a character that likes to jump a lot. Ford is really good in this matchup. And then his other moves that he has access to. So when Cloud wants to cross slash, because cross slash comes out frame 10. It's a frame 10 move. That's actually decently fast. He can't just throw it out because right here, cross slash isn't going to hit, right? Um, he has to run up and cross slash, which cross slash is not safe on shield at all. It's a big commitment, right? So cross slash is a move you have to wait for the Bowser to miss his forward air, and then you get to cross slash. And so when you're playing in this scenario, Bowser has the frame data until, or Bowser has the frame advantage until he gives it to Cloud. And so that kind of tells you how Cloud is forced to play this matchup in a way to take advantage of, what technically should be better numbers, right? And so going outside of Bowser and Cloud, so there are two characters in this game I want to highlight here that are the two best characters at taking advantage of this principle of like putting themselves in situations where they have the frame advantage. So the first one, I'm picking blue. I'm going over to the corner. You already know what time it is. It's spin time. It's Sonic. Yay. So he's over in the corner. He's spinning. It's fully charged. It's yellow. He's primed to go. And then you have your protagonist standing over here, right? So I didn't know this until I looked it up. This is so dumb. So over here in Ultimate Frame Data, you have Sonic Spin Dash, right? So you have all these numbers here, blah, blah, blah. This is the important one. Down here, it's like almost like a subtext, you would think, right? Because like you have like your main numbers here. Look at this. Startup is 1 from a charging state. Do you know what that means? That means when the Sonic player releases the B button on Spin Dash, the move, the hitbox, comes out on frame 1. That is so stupid. That's why all of your Sonic players will run over here and just start side Bing. That's like their go-to because they always have the frame advantage. There's not a single move on, there's a few frame 1 moves in this game, but like no character is going to be able to outbox this because it's frame 1. It's a frame 1 move. And so that's why Sonic players love to do it so much. I mean, even if it's to their detriment, they'll still do it because it still gives them an advantage and it's really broken. And then the other character that does this. So this is a character that does extremely well into sword characters, and it's Pikachu, the rat. Stupid little rat, and his stupid rat ears, and his stupid rat tail. Okay, he's playing against a sword character, right? And sword characters, they like to jump because that's how they do their pressure. That's how you play the game. So Mr. Sword character, Sword Aerial Man, is waving his sword, his big metal stick in the air, right? So where Pikachu excels in these matchups is he likes to be right here in this reverse 45-degree angle. So a lot of zoners, they don't like this angle because that's where their dead zone is. Their projectiles either go horizontal or they can have like vertical moves. A lot of them struggle with covering this area. Pikachu loves this. He eats this for breakfast. And there's not very many sword characters that cover this. I mean, there's not a lot of characters that cover it in general, but sword characters specifically. The ones that do have moves that cover it actually do pretty well in neutral in this matchup. And those are characters like Cloud and Ike. They actually contest him pretty well. Like they still get edge guarded and it's still losing, don't get me wrong. But in neutral, they actually tend to hold up a lot better just because they cover this angle, which Pikachu loves. Um, and then again, with the falling aerials and the timing of it, and the fact that Pikachu's doing it rising, um, Pikachu has the frame advantage here, and so that's why he wins a lot of these matchups. Is because not only does he have the frame advantage, but like even from here, you can just like bear train them off the stage and get your win condition of an edge guard, right? So yeah, that's about it for this subject. I hope you guys got some good takeaways from this. maybe learned a little bit about, frame data, what it's telling you, how it affects how you play matchups. If you guys like the content, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment if there's anything else you'd like to see me make. But yeah, thank you guys. Take care.